Hey, y'all, hey, it's Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, October 22nd. We are less than a month away from celebrating Friendsgiving with Coffee with Friends. I am so excited. Good morning, Hillbilly. Hillbilly, I surely wish you are a part of our Friendsgiving activities. It's going to be fun. All right. It's going to be fun. We are less than a month away. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning. I'm still waking up this morning. You know, it's so crazy because a couple of days ago, AG's back was out, right? And so I was feeling bad because I know what it feels like when your back is out. Well, last night, my sciatica nerve started acting up. So this morning, I have, I'm using my waist trainer as a back brace to hold my back in place because, baby, I don't want my back to go completely out because it's also because I didn't ride my bike last week. I don't know. I just didn't. And I got back on my bike yesterday and I rode it and I took a hard class and my body was probably like, no, bitch, you probably should have warmed up first. Okay. You probably should have warmed up first. All right, Hillbilly, we'll be here in a year and a half. We'll still be doing our shenanigans and I cannot wait. Okay. But it will not be a year and a half before we make it to West Virginia. We definitely have to make it to West Virginia. Me, Debbie, and Fancy for sure. Because we're going to come out there and see Nut Nut. All right. So we're just going to knock everything out the park all at once. I'm excited for that. Oh, no, give me a second. This guy at my job trying to call me, and I'm like, no, give me a few. I'm on a call. You see what I'm saying when I say my job be working me? And the reason is because this particular resource is in India. And it's evening for them right now. So they're trying to get as much of our attention on the East Coast as they can before they log out. But they got to wait. They got to wait because I'm busy right now. Happy Tuesday, y'all. So today is October 22nd, and we are in the month of Worthy. And yesterday I left you guys off with a question. I don't know if you marinated on the question, if you're still marinating on the question, but yesterday we talked about it is not your responsibility to make everybody happy, right? And it said, as long as you are moving with good intentions of others in mind. And based on the message that I read, I asked you, I said, what defines your happiness? What do you feel is your state of happy? And I know that it sounds like a simple question, but when I threw it out in the air and started to think about it, that's a hard question. That's a hard question because do a lot of people really know what makes them happy? And I'm not talking about temporary happiness, like things that make you happy for a moment, like a Christmas gift or surprise date or, a surprise visit. I'm not talking about temporary happiness. I'm talking about happiness at the core. Do you know what makes you happy? I know that's right, Thomas, because, baby, we don't want the back to go out because the back beat. And I just had my massage on Tuesday. I think sometimes my massage triggers some of my nerves. I do think that because sometimes after a massage, I do go into a little bit of aches and pains. But I feel like I need that massage. I feel like my muscles need that type of care. You know what I mean? Good morning, Aquanda. And so once a month I go and I get my massage. Now, lucky for me, I was paying attention, and actually there's two things that I need to adjust. One, my massage appointment for November, I had to move that because it was scheduled for November 17th and I will be in Texas. So I moved that to November 30th. Next, I realized that I had a gastro enterologist appointment on the 19th. And so I'll be coming back that day. So that's not going to work. And so I have to change that appointment. And so I do keep up with my health, y'all. I do keep up with my health. All right. So I needed to move my massage appointment and I need to move my gastroenterologist appointment. Okay. I know some people are probably like, why she got a gastroenterologist doctor? I have a primary care physician. I have a Euro GYN. I know a Euro GYN, yes, because I had a hysterectomy, so I don't have a cervix. There's nothing for a GYN to swab. And I had a traumatic surgical experience where my kidney has to be monitored. So I need a doctor that sees both, that understands both. Okay. So that's a Euro GYN. Of course, I have my vision doctor, my dental. Then I have I have two colonoscopy doctors, TMI, right? One of my colonoscopy doctors is truly just gastroenterologist. He does my upper GIs, he does my colonoscopy, stuff like that. He monitors my liver. My other colonoscopy, his title is a little bit different, but I call him a colonoscopy doctor. He deals with the extra growths in your buttocks. Don't make me say it, y'all. Don't make me say it. Okay? He deals with the extra growths in your buttocks. All right. And then I have a dermatologist. Okay. Because one time I had to have a mole taken off from the bottom of my foot. But I claim her as my dermatologist now. All right. So I find women have a lot of fucking doctors. Men have a primary care physician and then a colonoscopy doctor, and that's it. Tell me I'm wrong. Hillbilly gave the answer to his happiness. Pure, raw nature. That's the only external happiness and or only time I feel it. Wow, Hillbilly. I believe you. I believe you. You don't have a doctor at all, Hillbilly? So what you do? Just go out in the woods. I'm not being funny. I am not being funny. Do you go out in the woods and just get some herbs and shit and drink tea, make teas and potions and shit? Does your wife have a doctor? Does your daughter have a doctor? I'm listening. Because I know your wife gets her woo-ha checked. We got to do that. I don't know, because she has a husband, so as long as his peen is good, her woo-ha should be good, but she should still check it for ovarian cancer, cervical issues, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is what I tell my significant other. This is what I told my significant other, because I don't have to say it more than once. So this is what I told my significant other. That I interchange that with boyfriend or boo or whatever. I said, if my vagina ever itched or burned, And I caught some shit. And this is my honest, so it's out here on the internet, y'all. Okay. And I caught some shit that I can't get the fuck rid of. We together forever. And you know why? Because at this big old age, it is not going to be my story to go around and tell people that I got some shit that they might get that they can't get rid of. Okay? We are going to be stuck together forever because hell to the fuck no. I'm not going to be telling this story. We're going to be sharing this germ back and forth together. I be paranoid, y'all. So I have to have all these doctors because I need to know who's going to be my forever based on somebody that messed up. And I said significant other because I'm being honest. When you date someone and you're dating them for a long period of time and you're in an exclusive relationship, except for my friend Doris, she was different. She made her husband wear condoms. Only time they didn't wear condoms is when they planned their child. But when you are in a relationship and you are in an exclusive relationship, condoms are gone, right? And, I'm going to be honest. I've been in a 20-year relationship. I've been in a 10-plus year relationship. I'm a longevity relationship type person, okay? And in those prior relationships that I was in for so long, they cheated. They cheated. And that's when I realized, you know what, my friend Doris really has something going on when she said she made her husband wear condoms, because she said, fuck these motherfuckers. But I said to my significant other, we will be together forever. Okay? And he laughed. But I'm dead ass the fuck serious. Okay? Unless I could scrape my vaginas across the lands in West Virginia and get some of that wild lettuce that Hillbilly is talking about and cure myself, we in it together. The fuck? Oh, I know it, Hillbilly. I know it, Hillbilly. You ain't got to tell me the wild lettuce. Okay, your wife has a doctor or three. Well, because as women, we definitely need doctors. We have to get our mammograms. We have to check out cervix and ovaries if you have some. I don't have none. Okay. But you still need to check for, I do have one ovary, and I do have to get it checked for ovarian cancer since the doctor left it in me. And so women do need multiple doctors. And Hillbilly, you might need one doctor when you going to get your prostate checked. Don't play with me. You got to get the little finger up the little chute. You do. Hillbilly, when are you going to get your prostate checked? I'm gonna give you some relief. The initial test is a blood test, right? So you could go and get the blood test, and based on your blood work, you might not have to get the finger up the chute hole for another couple of years. But baby, by 55, you're going to have some fingers dancing in the chute. When you going to do that? I need to know that. All the fellas that join the show, whether you are here live or watching it later, make sure you get, hey Donna, good morning. Make sure you get your prostate checked, because let me tell you something. It's not going to be pretty. If you ever experience waking up, having the urge to pee but can't pee, or your nuts start swollen, and you think initially, oh, I got some big ass nuts, but Hillbilly, you need to check that prostate. Okay. You said hillbillies trade meds. Oh, you know what? I'm so fucking fascinated by the hillbilly culture. I really fucking am. And I know, and I know, and I know I know that some people would be like, why? But I really, really fucking am interested in the hillbilly culture. I'm the one that watches Man versus Wild and shit like that. Like I be wanting to be those people, but I'm too scared. So I'm gonna live through hillbilly and his culture. See, Thomas, good for you. Good for you. You get your prostate checked every 7 years. Good for you. Tell the rest of the men. Well, either way, hillbilly. I understand you will refuse chemo, right? And that's okay. There's alternative options to treating stuff like that, but at least you want to know it's there. At least you want to know it's there. That's what I say. Well, we're gonna get. I've got a hillbilly at home. Smart. No, Donna, not like this hillbilly. Donna, the hillbilly on our show is really a hillbilly, a part of the hillbilly culture. Can live off the land, has a house though, and property and kids and family, but has lived off the land and can live off the land, was raised off the land. Him and his brother, no parents. Like his hillbilly stories, it's truly a culture. And I've learned so much in the past 2 years about it because the only thing I knew about hillbillies was the show that used to come on, The Hillbillies. And the way our hillbilly describes his lifestyle doesn't seem anything like the hillbillies I used to watch on TV. And so I have a healthy respect for it. I do. And I really want to experience the life of that culture. And I'm going to experience the life of that culture, okay? This spring. The fuck? Okay? That's it and that's all. So Donna, I wish you were here when you heard his story. Like we share each other's stories, we share each other's pain, our trauma, and Hillbilly has a story that is like no other that I've ever heard. So let's get into today's positive read. Okay, so October is the month of worthiness, and a lot of people will go around singing, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, right? Words are so easy to say. You put some sound to it, you move your mouth, and you get some words, right? But when you assess your life and the choices that you make in your life and the people that you have in your life, right? When you look at those things, right? And then you ask yourself the question again, am I worthy? Do you say the same sing song, I'm worthy, that you've been sing songing? And I've said on here a million times, I'm the first person to be running around talking about I'm worthy of this and I'm worthy of that. Fuck that, I'm worthy, right? But the choices I've made in my life have shown me that deep down in my core, I did not believe I was worthy because I would not have chose the relationships that I've chose. I would not have tolerated some of the stuff that I've tolerated from some of my friends, right? I wouldn't have stayed at places of employment so long that stressed me. You know what I'm saying? When you are worthy, you move in a worthy way. You move. You don't even have to say you're worthy, right? Your life shows that you are worthy. And a lot of times we say it, but we're not living it. We're not experiencing that worthiness, right? And so October is the month that reminds us to remember you are worthy, not just in words, but in your actions. And just to remind you of yesterday's message, even though I said all of that, it still is not your responsibility to make everybody happy. Okay? That should not be attached to your worth. Okay? That is on them to make themselves happy. Most people just want you to do what makes them comfortable, right? Even if it doesn't make you happy, right? You are in control of your happiness. You are in control of stepping into your worthiness that you say out loud with sound. So let's get into seeing what today's message was. What today's message is. Yesterday's message was it is not your responsibility to make everybody happy. Today's message is, I cannot fight my way to the top. What does that mean? I cannot fight my way to the top. We're going to find out. October 22nd from the book of Until Today by Ian Levanzon. Y'all know I love this book. It's falling apart. See, I love this book. October 22nd. I will realize my own worth when I accept I cannot fight my way to the top. When you have an intact, healthy sense of worth, you value other people. You realize that people are different. You understand that people see things and interpret things in different ways. You do not compare yourself to them. Nor do you feel the need to compete with them. You do not compare yourself to them, nor do you feel the need to compete with them. You know who you are, which means you can accept others as they are. You ever meet people and they just don't want to accept other people how they are? Like, that's me. I'm the type of person that you either gotta love me or you just don't fucking like me, right? And a lot of people that don't like me is mainly because I'm upfront, I'm boisterous, I can be loud at times, and I cuss, okay? And so some people are turned off by that, okay? And I have a direct approach. And some people are turned off by that. And either you love me or you just don't like me, right? And there used to be a time that used to bother me, but it doesn't, because now I navigate my life by accepting people for who they are. Everybody, this is not the Stepford wives and the Stepford husbands. We are all not meant to be the fuck the same. Okay? You know who you are, which means you can accept others as they are. Good morning, Kiss the Boys. When you do not have a healthy or intact sense of worth, you feel the need to win every argument. Oh my God. I don't even be arguing no more. I be like, yeah, okay. You feel the need to always prove your point. You are threatened by differences. You need agreement with your views, values, and opinions in order to feel supported and acknowledged. How many times do we even come on Coffee with Friends and people give their opinions and it turns into an argument? I'll be like, why the fuck y'all arguing? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody on here is different. Everybody is not going to see the same thing. Why some of y'all threatened by differences? It's okay to be different. It's okay to think different. It's okay to navigate your life differently. Oh, my afro fell off. Differently. Some people need other people to agree with their views and perspectives in order to feel supported and acknowledged. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Chicago. You know I'm going to call your ass out. Send me my money. With love. Now, you did put on Facebook, I'm the mean one. And I was just talking about that. When you are not sure that who you are is good enough, you will do your darndest to prove that you are better than someone else. Since you do not have enough of your own worth to draw upon, you will set out to destroy the worth of those who you believe are opposing you. When you don't understand your own worth, you try to destroy others who don't agree with your perspectives. Okay? Oh, that's cool, Chicago, but send me my money. Okay? You got me out here short. I got to cover these groceries. Send me my money. Thank you. Should you ever find yourself on the attack, realize that you are experiencing a sense of less than or not as good as. When you find yourself tearing someone else down in order to prove your point, realize that you have lost your grounding. Tearing other people down to prove your point, you lost your grounding. You are not centered in yourself. Disagreement is not the same as attack. Baby, some of y'all on here need to know that. Okay? Some of y'all on here need to know that. A disagreement is not an attack. So relax yourselves. When you call someone out, when you criticize their physical being, their talents, gifts, or efforts, believing that their inability to agree with you somehow makes you wrong, realize that you have lost it. You have lost your sense of worth. Baby, that's a message for y'all. You ever have a conversation with someone and you give your opinion on something and it turns into this big debate and they start tearing you down and they start attacking your character? They lost their worth. They lost their worth because they do not have a healthy respect for differences. Until today, you may not have realized that you attack, criticize, or tear people down when they do not agree with you. Just for today, draw on the strength of who you are. Stand in the strength of what you know. Should you be faced with a different point of view, allow yourself and others to simply be different. Should you be faced with a different point of view, allow yourself and others to simply be different. I'm checking it right now. Let me check it right now. You trying to shut me up? You trying to shut me up, Chicago? You trying to shut me up? I'm going to shut up now. See you at the house. Woo, wait. Today I am devoted to embracing the understanding that my differences do not make me wrong. Can y'all live in that space? Your differences do not make you wrong. And it doesn't make other people wrong either. Okay? It doesn't make other people wrong either. So if for nothing else, the message today is understand that it's okay to be different. You cannot fight your way to the top. That's the message. Fighting and arguing over differences just so that you could be right. You have lost your worth. Accepting each other's differences is the only option. We are all not the same. Hopefully, though, we learn from each other, right? We learn from each other's trials and tribulations, and hopefully we grow, but still our perspectives and how we navigate through life will not always be the same. Respect that. So that's the message for today. So let me get into Friendsgiving real quick since Mark is on, right? Because Mark, y'all be acting ghosts, but y'all do know that I have an IG chat out there. And I need y'all to follow the rules of what's happening because every Friendsgiving is going to bring a little bit something different, right? Because we got to keep it interesting, right? And so last year when we did Coffee with Friends, Mark, are you listening? Because the guys are included in this. And I'm going to tell y'all no lie. Mess around and don't follow the rules. I'm going to have something for y'all ass, okay? Coffee with Friends After Dark is probably going to be Friday night, right? Last year for Coffee with Friends After Dark, we wore sexy shit or whatever the case may be, right? The guys wasn't there during Coffee with Friends After Dark. It was all women and the guys called in. I don't know how they're going to do it this year. If y'all get to the house in time, y'all could be there. If you don't, you could call in, right? But we're going to start Coffee with Friends After Dark at around 9 p.m. Okay? Friday night at the house. I got to put together the agenda. The clothing attire for this year's Coffee with Friends After Dark is not lingerie like it was last year. So if you missed it last year, too fucking bad. This goes to show you don't miss our events because each event is going to be a little bit different. Okay? So the attire for Coffee with Friends After Dark, and I put it in the IG chat as well, is onesies. Okay? Now, for all of you guys, one second. I'm going to show y'all real quick. Let me just show y'all real quick. Okay? Because I need you to understand what I mean. So, when I say onesies, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Victoria's Secret see-through onesies. I'm not talking about your ass crackers out onesies. I mean, you can have a back flap because we do have to be able to pee and shit, but keep it closed. Okay? We are talking about onesies. So do y'all see the image on my screen? Get creative, okay? Because Coffee with Friends After Dark is going to be onesies. This includes the guys as well. Okay, this includes the guys as well. So go to Target, Buc-ee's, the dollar store, wherever the fuck you gotta go and get you a onesie. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. The guys also have to wear a onesie. This is a part of the shenanigans for Coffee with Friends After Dark. Okay, because after the Coffee with Friends After Dark, we're gonna get into a game. Okay, and I think us playing that game with the onesies on is going to be hysterical. Okay, so be a part of the fun. Now again, if anybody shows up at the house, okay, and when we are beginning Coffee with Friends After Dark and I don't see a onesies, I'm going to have a surprise for y'all, okay? And it ain't going to be pretty, okay? And you will be on camera with that surprise on, okay? Because follow the rules. Follow the rules, all right? I'm just saying. Follow the damn rules. Nope. Mark, you should have been there last year. This is why I say I purposely change up my events every year just a little bit because, you know, if you do the same thing over and over again, you know what I mean? One, it gets repetitive and boring. Two, them motherfuckers will be like, oh, I'll skip this year because they're going to do the same thing next year. Okay? Number two, Mark, since you have not been engaged lately, this year in the house, last year in the house, we had Nut, okay, as our main cook in the kitchen, right? Other people came in and helped and stuff like that, but Nut Nut was the primary chef in the kitchen last year. Being that Nut Nut is away on punishment right now, we miss her, right? Being that she cannot be with us this particular year, we have AG Kitchen 737. You know, my good friend AG, he is flying in with me, and he is going to be our chef for the weekend. Okay. All right. All right. So that's why, Mark, I needed you to send me my money, because I covered his airfare so that he can come and do all the cooking. This way, because AG does not do all the drinking games and all of that, he can focus on breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay, in the kitchen. And we can focus on our games and activities and the things that we like to do. All right. And so that's another different spin on Coffee with Friends. We never had a chef before, but we got a chef this weekend. All right. And we are less than a month away from these events. And so I'm excited about that. All right. So the menu, I changed up the menu and everything. Originally, I was going to do the smoked meat from the guys, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Everything is going to be handled in the house by AG. All right. Come on, y'all, cuz. All right. So that is going to be the two things that's a little bit different this year. Okay. Everybody understand the rules? So, Mark, I don't care. Get your onesie. If you don't get your onesie, y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in trouble. Whoever don't come in with the onesies, y'all gonna be in trouble. And it's either the onesie or you do the alternative. No, we're not doing the grilled meat anymore, Mark. I don't want to be bothered with all that coordination, sending a list of the meats and worrying about who's going to cook it and who's going to bring it. I don't want to worry about none of that. We have a full-time chef in the kitchen, okay? And so Thanksgiving meal, we have a whole Thanksgiving meal spread planned. We have our breakfast meals planned. We have our lunch shit planned. All right. We're not gonna be listen. And who gonna see us, hillbilly? This house is so fucking big and it's right on the beach. You think them motherfuckers gonna care if they see somebody outside in a onesie? They ain't gonna care. First of all, they gonna know this is Galveston. Most people rent houses out here and come out here with the fuck shit. And so nobody gonna pay us no mind. As a matter of fact, hillbilly, you just gave me an idea. Everybody got to go outside and take a picture in their onesie. Yes, hillbilly. Yes, we're going to have a group onesie picture. A group onesie picture. I love it. I love it. Okay, I love it. Right, so Mark, the guys, y'all don't have to worry about doing shit, but showing the fuck up. Okay? Because first I was like, let's do a fishing day. Let's do it this. Let's do it that. But we are going to have outdoor games, right? But I didn't want to have to coordinate all that cooking and who's doing what and what's happening what. Because, So we got somebody to handle the kitchen. That's it. And that's all. Anything else? Anything else I'm missing? So Chicago, I actually land. I got my airline tickets. I actually land in Houston on Tuesday the 12th. So I will be there on the 12th. AG is flying in with me on the 12th. Donovan and Damaris are flying in on the 12th. And so it'll be a bunch of us there in Houston before we get into the house. I'm going to be right out there watching your ass, Mark. You ain't saying shit. Go out there with your thong and be flip-flopping around in your blue blockers. Whatever. I'll catch it on camera. I will catch it on camera, all right? So that's it and that's all. So make sure I'm going to have to text Ghost and text Smokey because they're going to act like they didn't hear these announcements, even though they are a part of the IG chat. And I'm pretty sure Chicago, y'all could go out there with Smokey and find him a big enough onesie. I'm going to text them after this. Okay? They got extra large onesies. Okay? So those are the rules. But I got to go, y'all. But listen, always move with peace and love. 9 times out of 10, I'll be here tomorrow. I don't think I'm going into the office tomorrow, so I'll be here tomorrow. But you know what I say, always move with peace and love. Thank you, Chicago, for sending me my money. You know, they were like, Robin, you being nice because you said by a due date. That means he out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to give Chicago a break. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote out my grocery menu and I was like, give me my money because I need grocery money. So that, and on top of grocery money, air flight money for AG. So really, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all honestly, I do these trips. I make zero money. I just want y'all to know. I make zero money. I put out money. I pay for my own airline ticket. I'm buying the groceries in the house. Okay. I buy all the gifts for the games and shit like that. I buy all the games except for the ones that TikTok might give me free. And the reason I do that is because this is bigger than making money for me. I say it all the time, but I hope you guys can see it in my movement. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is bigger than money for me. This is about building a community, building a village, and being able to do better. Know better, do better. Right? And I think we're doing a good job. And a lot of you have been patient with me. All right. Last year, every game had a gift. This year, every game might not have a gift because, a sister out here struggling like the rest of the world. Okay. But I am going to make sure we do have gifts. I ain't the rest of y'all. I special. Mind the business that minds y'all. Don't get beat up. Somebody gonna wear a Borat. They better, whatever, hillbilly. I don't care. Georgie said, I'm telling you, they have them at the Buc-ee's, the Big Beaver gas station. Right. They know. They know. They all need to go to Buc-ee's and get their onesies. I have to get my onesie from here. Like, I have a couple of onesies because I love onesies myself. So I have onesie. I don't even have to buy one. But my onesies are not I do have a onesie I could wear. I just hope I don't catch a hot flash and pass out. I do have a onesie I could wear. I don't even have to buy one. I got one. I think I got one. You said get the gifts off of Temu. I know that's right, Georgie. I know that's right. Okay, because first of all, I give out a mixture of gifts, right? I give out gag gifts because some of my gifts don't be serious at all. And I give out a few serious gifts. Cheryl Lee last year, she got serious gift. I was like, how you get the serious gift? Because I don't pick your bag. You pick your own bag. So this year, I'm going to do it a little bit different. Last year, people just went up against the wall and picked the bag. This year, I think I'm going to number the bags, right? And you're going to have to put your hand in a jar and take a number out. And that'll be the gift you get, right? So gifts will just be out there and the bags will be numbered. I think that's how I'm going to do it this year. All right. This way people don't feel like, oh my God, she got the serious gifts or he got the serious gifts and I got the big old plastic dildo. I mean, I don't. So I got to make it fair. Because you never know what you're going to get. Oh, okay, George. I know, but I don't have enough time now to get shit from Temu because they take a month to deliver shit. And I gotta have all my shit. So I got a couple of items in my back pocket, and I got a place that I can run to, to get a couple of things. We'll be all right. I'm so sad that you're not coming Kiss the Boys maybe next year. But y'all, I gotta go. But move with peace and love. And I'm going to continue to pass on the message of the rules of the house, okay? And then I'm going to put together a list of things that happens to the rule breakers, okay? Because we're going to do that this year. See, last year I didn't have a list of things for the rule breakers. This year, I'm going to have a list of things that happens to the rule breakers, right? I might even set up a rule breaker corner. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out with some good vibes because you know what I say, even when you feel you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never
okay.
No, man, I still
hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am Roy to Debo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Move with peace and love. And I'm out. Get this message on your way out. Hey.
It's a lot, it's every single day.
I'll
be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I've gone through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so to know, man, I still go.
And I don't.